Are they even moving?
They are.
I can't tell.
Make your eyes really big in between.
Hi, it's me, Trixie Mattel, and today we're at home and I'm gonna show you something extremely interesting. My first video I made went to like 1 million views, like so fast, and the #1 requested thing was, I guess in the video I said like, if you guys wanna see a lash stacking tutorial, let me know. And all the comments were like, show us how you stack your lashes, show us how you stack your lashes. So today, I'm gonna show you how to stack lashes. Now I thought this was like common information, but sometimes I forget that I have over a decade of experience in something cool, and you guys are absolute assholes with not much going for you. So I'm gonna show you how I do this. So you're gonna need a few things. You're gonna need about 10 to 20 pairs of 301 lashes. I get these in bulk from like Amazon. You could order like 20 pairs all at once. And if you did the Trixie drugstore video, you probably have some sitting around. The numbering is actually really important. 3 stands for, I have no idea what these numbers mean. If you guys know why they're called 301s, I'd love to find out. But don't message me because we don't know each other like that. So 301 in drag world just means like the big lash that's spiky. Like in drag world, most people either wear a 301 or they wear a 199, which is a little more one length. You can see on a 301, it's spiked, which is great because from stage, you get a lot more definition. As you can see even on mine, this is a lot like stacked. You can see like little spike definition in the top of it. Up next, we have another product that I use a lot. These are the Acid Betty Unicorn Lashes. So here's a smaller paper pair, and here's a bigger pair. Now you can really see these are the littler ones, and these ones are like wild and out. Crazy. These are a little more pricey because they are handmade, but they're environmentally friendly and you're supporting a drag queen owned company. So just get a pair. They really add a lot to the finished product. You're gonna need hair bonding glue. This is Salon Pro 30-second Super Bond Glue. This is probably at the beauty store. This is probably $1, or you can just get it on Amazon. I think I got this on Amazon. You need a little pair of scissors. These are probably from a sewing kit that I got on the road because they say Singer, but mine are in pink. Hello. And that's probably all you need. And then you're probably gonna need some Q-tips to adhere the lashes together. So let's start. So the way I do this, I do one eye at a time, because if you start pulling off both eyes, you're gonna run into having to figure out which lash goes on which eye. So I'm gonna open each pack, and I'm gonna pull off the left eye. Left eye, if you're watching, love you, girl. She could be watching. They get YouTube in heaven. I don't care what kind of life you lived. If you were in TLC, you are going to heaven. The great thing about these Super Mega Trixie lashes is they're so big that they last a really long time. I'll wear one of these like Frankenstein giant pairs of lashes I make for like months at a time. I know that's kind of gross, but if I go blind, I'm 30, I've seen enough. Okay, so that's 8 pairs. That's probably a pretty good start. I will say when you start to get 10 and above, they start to get so thick that it's like you're wearing like a surfboard on your eye. Like if you guys go back and watch my drugstore video, those lashes were bigger than these lashes. These are much more comfortable because I think these are only 8 pairs. So let's do it. So if you have this bonding glue, if you're like me, the top of mine gets clogged. So I have to sort of squirt it out and use it. So I'm taking the top off. I'm just gonna take a little paper towel and like a little dollop of glue. Now this isn't technically eye approved, but we're using this to create the product. You don't have to use this to glue to your eye. You could use Duo or something like that, but this is really strong, so it's really good for bonding these lashes together. So I'm gonna take, and sometimes this is good if you have like an ugly pair of lashes you're never really gonna use. That's a good one to start with, because once it's all stacked up, you're not gonna see that lash anyway. So I'm looking at my lashes here and I see one of them just isn't really as much of a fantasy as the other, so I'm gonna make that sort of the backbone lash. Do you see how these two are not the same? This one is more spiky and this one's not as like defined. So I'm gonna use this one as the backbone. So I'm just gonna take this in my left hand and I'm gonna apply glue to the next lash. Dip, dip, dip. You can be pretty liberal because we're gonna let this dry. Once you have so many pairs on, you're not gonna see this bottom layer anyway, so you don't have to worry about like seeing glue. Hair bonding glue dries black, and these are black lashes, so you don't have to worry about it. So this is the secret. This is the part that like most people don't get when they watch me do lashes. We're taking this lash and we're not gluing them backbone to backbone. We're gluing them stacked upon each other, fanning out. So let me explain. This is the first lash, and I'm taking the second one and I'm laying it further out. So do you see? We're not doing them back to back. We're kind of like staggering them out like that. So then I'm gonna go with lash number 3. It's the same storyline. So basically we're almost creating steps with the pieces of hair. This is lash number 4. I'm gonna go back to the backbone again this time because I gotta start to build up sort of like the foundation of it. Because if we don't have a thick enough like foundation, we're gonna have all these lashes weight stacked on one little flimsy lash. So we're going back to the beginning. And basically if these hands are lashes, we're basically doing this. And then after a few, you go back to the beginning. You can be pretty liberal too because honestly, the more glue, the better. It's just gonna adhere it. And it's not very heavy. These aren't super heavy. I mean, this kind of comes with practice. You're gonna get used to how long you want them to be. For mine, I like to stack them pretty far out because I don't just want length. I want to actually use, because lashes they're not straight out, they have a dip. Lashes have like a curve. So the more extreme you stack them out, the more it curves. When I turn my head, like you can really see that they go straight up and not straight out. If you stacked all of these, like just on the backbone, you would get no extra length. You would just have like a short little chode lash. By the way, I'm making this really nice for you guys. It never looks this clean when I'm doing this on the road. It's disgusting. I'm covered in black glue. So I think by now we have 6 lashes on here. So now I'm gonna start thinking about my finished product. I'm gonna do one more at the base. You always wanna do one on top because now it covers up all the spines. Because what if you blink and people see that you have steps in your lashes? One on the top is gonna marry all of it. So I have one more lash to put on. This would be a good time for me to add some of the paper pieces so that I have spikes and definition. So I'm gonna take my little scissors. I mean, these Betty ones are wild. If you're doing really big ones, some of these little super curly pieces would look so cool on here. These are almost too big for me, so I'm gonna forego those and I'm gonna go with the smaller version. I really wanna see some of these spikes. So I'm gonna cut this lash into thirds. Cool. I think that's really cool. So if I was gonna get my zhuzh, which I'm going to, if I like secured these paper pieces on top, look how cool that looks. I don't know if you guys can see that. Look how much definition that adds. Versus if these had no paper. I mean, these are really pretty, but like some paper on top, oh my God, it's over. So I'm gonna I cut this lash into 3 pieces and I'm gonna basically adhere them. And these are paper, so they're not heavy at all. Oh my God, these are gonna look so cool. When you cut these into thirds, you're gonna get more, you have more direction. You can put one piece going this way, one piece going to the middle, and one piece going out. I have really small eyes, so with lashes, one of the best ways to make your eyes look bigger is to have the middle lashes going straight out, the inside lashes going in, and the outside lashes going out. Because it makes your eye think that your eye is so big and full that it's like this bow of hair growing out of your eyes. But this is the last piece. And do you see how I kind of like, I'm not afraid to get a little lash glue on the bottom because no one's gonna see this. We still have our camouflage lash to put on top. Oh my God, these are going to be stunning. Oh my God. And then finally, I'm gonna take the last lash, the camouflage lash, and I'm gonna put that on top. And look how now that hides it. We're not gonna see like these little paper pieces. That is a beautiful lash. That is really beautiful. Honestly, this is looking, for me, for my personal taste, a little long. So I'm gonna take on the ends here and I'm just gonna give it a little haircut. Like right there. Because that little extra length I don't think would look right on me. These are beautiful. Look at that. Oh my God, I would pay $35 for these lashes. These are amazing. Look at these. And all it cost you was, you can buy these in bulk and then one good pair of paper ones. And if you guys are really crafty, you don't have to buy the paper ones. I was recently working at a gig where we just took black construction paper and we cut little spikes. So you could do that yourself. We didn't even have truly black construction paper. We had to cut spikes and color them with Sharpie. So you could do that too. These are beautiful. I'm gonna wear these. I have a lot of things to do this week. I'm gonna wear these to Casey Musgrave's Christmas party. These are so pretty. Look at that, you guys. You can tell on mine, I don't have paper spikes on these ones. So you can tell, let me see if I can tell. Oh yeah. So this is a lash. This is an example of this lash that I have on where I'm not doing any spikes. So you just see like little toothbrushy girl lashes. But oh my God, if I had this on, like look at the difference. Like if I put these together, over. It's over. Look at that. But that's a little big for me today, so I'm gonna take that off. So for bottom lashes, usually what I do is I'll buy a lash that kind of looks like this. You can tell these are sort of, you know, really chunky, really piecey. And this is what they look like when you cut them in half. So then I take one lash and I basically made 2 lashes from it. And then I just stick this under the eye. And because this has spikes to it, this and this as a top and bottom lash have a really like complementary shape. Because you have spikes on the top, you're gonna want a spiky look on the bottom. So that's how you can do a Trixie lash. You only need a few things, you kind of need a little patience. It took me like over a decade to sort of like figure out the exact shape, size, curl, color, like exact lash I like. So just be patient and try new things. Like, I think I started only doing the paper thing maybe a couple years ago, and it was like a game changer for me because when I saw myself in pictures, oh my God, the little spikes make a huge difference. Huge difference. Goodbye. If you guys have anything else you specifically want to see, this was really fun. So I can't wait to see your lashes. Tag me if they look good, and if they don't, please leave me alone. Goodbye.